Masala Mama here. Let's make one of my favorite winter dishes, Mongray Aaloo. Mongray are the radish pods left on top of the radish plant after the radishes have finished growing. Make yourself a cup of tea and let's sit down and remove the stems. Wash them thoroughly, and the only thing you have to remove are these hard stems at the end. I don't chop them up because once they finish cooking, they soften and they become small anyway. The finished dish will have a little bit of bitterness to it, and it is said that it helps lower blood pressure. So, it does have some benefits. And I've always seen it made with aloo, and I think you can make it with meat as well, but I'm not sure. I'll post the ingredients on the screen. As always, we're going to start this dish with frying our onions. So the onions in it and the tomatoes that I'm going to put in it are also going to be part of the cooked dish. So we're not going to brown these and make them into a really pasty masala. No. Fry your onions until they're soft and the tips begin to turn a little golden, and add freshly grated ginger and garlic. It's really, really important when you're making vegetable dishes that you add very fresh ginger, fresh garlic. Totally different taste. Add all the spices and fry for about 30 seconds. Add 3 to 4 tablespoons water to make sure the spices don't burn. And then go ahead and add your tomatoes. For this dish, please use fresh tomatoes, ripe tomatoes. Again, so much difference in taste if you, for example, are going to use canned tomatoes. Bhun this, which is stir frying on a very high heat, for about 1 minute, and then you can add a little bit of water and cover it until your tomatoes are a little soft. And so the tomatoes are a little soft, the onions are soft. We're going to go ahead and add our potatoes and all of the mongray. You're going to see mongray is very much like spinach, that your pot is full of it. And you add a little bit of water to create some steam to help it soften. You cover and you leave it for about 3 to 4 minutes. You come back and they're all the way down. So they will continue to soften, and you can go ahead and mix them all with all of the masala so the mongray gets coated with that. And for the next 10 to 12 minutes, you're just going to cover, steam cook, and check on your mongray, check on your aloo. You'll see some of the mongray were a little bit thicker. They'll take a few minutes longer. But as long as at the end of the day they've softened, you can go ahead and bhun all this vegetable. You can see that we had only added a little bit of water, and there's water in the potatoes, there's water in the mongray, so they do cook in their own steam. Once the mongray are soft and the potatoes are soft, you can go ahead and add the red chilies. I added them for a little bit of aroma. The fresh chilies have a nice aroma, and lots of cilantro. Shake it up, cover, let it sit on very, very, very low heat, less than even simmer, for 5 minutes, then turn it off and let it sit for 5 minutes. And honestly, you have one of the most unique tasting dishes that I know of and I love. It doesn't take very long to make them. It takes more time, I think, to remove the stems from these mongray than it does to actually cook them. Serve with freshly made roti. And tell me how you like this dish.